Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be finding out, can you save Lenny Summers before he's shot in the mission Banking the Old American Art in Chapter 4 in Red Dead Redemption 2. So we've tried this out on a couple of different characters, like seeing if we could save Arthur from getting tuberculosis from Thomas Downs. Obviously, that didn't work, but today we are going to be finding out if we can save Lenny. Now, again, in order to start this, you need to be in Chapter 4, and you need to begin the mission Banking the Old American Art.
Look, the bank, Karen, Tilly, Abigail, I sent them all. They all say the same thing. There's no more than one armed guard. And the police? It's a city, there are police, but as far as we can tell, the patrols will all be going this way when Abigail and I cause the diversion. That's the opportunity.
What do you think, Arthur?
I don't see we have a lot of choice. We linger around here, we know we're dead.
But the plan?
We got a decent bunch. We know how to fight. The city cops don't seem so tough as long as we move fast. I reckon doing it in the day with a distraction. If that's what Jose is saying, it's as good a plan as any.
I think I agree.
We do it at night. There's the drama of just getting into the bank. Can't do that silently. They'll pick us off far easier.
I know. I'm just making sure.
Every plan is a good plan if we execute it properly. Every problem we had was because we did not execute properly. Even Blackwater, from my understanding.
You're right. Let's rob this bastard. Everyone, get ready. Look smart. Travel light. You got everything, Arthur?
Sure.
So, we rob ourselves a bank, and within 6 weeks we're living life anew in a tropical idyll, spending the last of our days as banana farmers. Let's get out of this godforsaken place and go rob ourselves a bank!
So in this mission, Arthur, Dutch, Jose, and the rest of the gang are going to be robbing the Lemoyne National Bank. It's supposed to be their final job that's going to get them enough money to go to Tahiti and get out of the current life that they're in right now. So the entire gang travels to Saint Denis, and for the most part, their plan is pretty sound. Hosea and Abigail are going to draw a distraction to the other side of the city, which is going to force most of the lawmen to go away from the bank. Now, once that happens, the gang goes inside of the bank and begins to rob the bank. And everything seems to be going pretty smoothly. They move all the, I guess, people of the bank into like some back room. They are able to open up the vault. And Arthur starts to end up cracking the safes. And everything seems to be going really well until John calls out that the gang has a big problem. And this is where things take a turn for the worse.
Think we got a problem out here?
Come out! It's over!
Shit. Abigail.
Dutch! Get out here! Get out here now!
Someone must have squealed.
Never should have gone after Bronte, Dutch.
Mr. Milton? Let my friend go. Or folks, they are gonna get shot unnecessarily.
Your friend? Why would I do that?
Come on, Milton.
It's over. No more bargains. No more deals.
Mr. Milton, this is America. You can always cut a deal.
I've given you enough chances.
Come on!
No! God damn it!
There's your deal, Dutch.
Hosea. Hosea! God damn it! Kill those bastards!
So as you guys saw there, the Pinkertons show up and they killed Hosea, which is so tragic. Hosea is one of my favorite characters of all time. In fact, we're going to be talking about him a little bit more in detail later on, maybe in like a video later today or something like that. But anyways, Hosea ultimately dies, and that is incredibly sad. Now, after that, it is your objective to essentially get into a massive firefight where you basically have to fight your way from all the lawmen and Pinkerton agents that are surrounding the bank. And it's safe to assume that there was a rat that told the Pinkertons that they were going to be there, because there were so many Pinkertons ready for this encounter. Like, it just wouldn't make sense for them to all of a sudden randomly be in Saint Denis. Now, after a couple minutes of fighting, Dutch will actually call Arthur to the main sort of desk area where he gives him a task to blow a hole in the side of the bank. So Arthur is supposed to place dynamite on the side of the bank wall, blow a hole out of the side, and that's exactly what we do. Now, from there, we are tasked to climb to the roof of the bank to try and fend off the rest of the Pinkerton agents and the lawmen that are actually coming to hunt us down. Now, after a little bit, the rest of the gang will make its way up, where you will be tasked with this objective.
Arthur! We lost John.
Killed?
Arrested. I couldn't help.
Well, we better go. We'll be next.
What you think?
I reckon me and Lenny try and find a way across the roof, so if you'll cover us.
Sure. Go on.
So as you guys can see there, your objective is to cross this rooftop with Lenny. And Lenny ends up going first. However, what's important here is Lenny will not go any further unless you actually get on the rooftop. And in case you guys are curious, this is how the mission is supposed to play out, where you jump on the roof, and then because of that, Lenny starts running forward, and when that happens, he ends up getting ambushed by two guys that come out of the door. So in that instance, because Lenny was in the line of fire, he was easily shot by those two guys that came out of the doorway. So what we're going to try to do today is see if we can get Lenny out of the doorway and prevent him from being shot. So in order to do that, we wanted to use dynamite. Now, I figured out that Lenny can survive 3 blasts of dynamite. So essentially what you want to do is use the force of the dynamite to get him to the side of this little rooftop here, sort of where those boxes and crates are. So it's pretty straightforward. What you want to do is just simply make sure you throw only 3 dynamites at Lenny, and once he is safely on the edge, you can then hop up on the roof. Now, here's what happens. As soon as we went into Deadeye, you guys can see that Lenny magically got shots on his body. You can still see he's standing up, and then he's just magically teleported to Arthur's feet. I'll actually slow it down for you guys so you can see what happens, because it's pretty funny. So you can see those 2 guys come out of the doorway. Lenny is nowhere in the line of fire. He suddenly gets blood on his abdomen and shirt, and it looks like he's been shot, which they would have to literally curve bullets in order to do that. And you can see that we take out the guards, and then Lenny is sort of teleported to that spot on the roof. So unfortunately, there is no way to rewrite the history books for our man, Lenny Summers, who is, by the way, in my opinion, one of the most underrated characters in the whole game. Lenny is awesome, and I absolutely love him. So this is one of the saddest moments in the game because, you lost one of the best characters, in my opinion. So unfortunately, there is no way to save Lenny, and you cannot rewrite history. Now, from there, the gang is forced to flee to this little safe house, and they actually have to wait here until nightfall.
I don't believe it.
They knew we were coming. Just like your ferry job in Blackwater. Ain't nothing like that.
What now?
I don't know. I don't. This whole town is filled with cops.
Well, how long we gonna stay here? A few hours?
We go back to camp, they're gonna get every last one of us. I know they're gonna be watching the roads. I got it. A boat.
What you mean?
We stay here till nightfall. Then we sneak on down to the docks. We get ourselves out of here.
Yeah, where?
Any place will do. That's all I got. We leave. We lie low. We come back for the rest in a few weeks.
I'm guessing it's that. Or we die out there right now.
Exactly. Now, everybody, calm down. I mean, look at us.
So the rest of the mission is where the gang actually escapes to Guarma. I figured that's not all that important for this video. And then, of course, if you're curious about where Lenny is buried, he's actually buried close to Saint Denis in sort of the bayou underneath this tree near the railroad tracks. And what's interesting is he was buried right next to Hosea. And I think that's super wholesome because Lenny and Hosea had this like father-son relationship that was really cool to see develop throughout the game. And what's also interesting is Lenny is the only member of the gang who dies outside of a cutscene. That's sort of a little piece of trivia that you might not have known about, that, yeah, he's the only one who dies with no cutscene involved. But anyways, that right there is our adventure in trying to save Lenny Summers in Red Dead Redemption 2. Unfortunately, it cannot be done, but we tried our best and we got him out of the way of the bullets, but the game just simply curves him, and unfortunately, there's no way to save him. But that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully, you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.